morning to one and all present here. Today's lecture session is about human development. We all know that life, it is a journey that all of us make. And in the world, many babies are born, and these babies grow into children, and then they also grow into adults. During this stage, lifespan, there are many changes will happen during this lifespan. So today you will be learning about all the developmental changes that happen during this lifespan. So now let us pass on to the definition of what is human development. Human development, it is a continuous process that begins when an ovum is fertilized by a sperm. Cell division, growth, differentiation and even cell death transforms the fertilized ovum into a multicellular human being. And this is a paper, this human development, it is a very important paper where you can apply what you have learnt in your day-to-day life. So it will be a very interesting topic which you can focus more. Yes. So next, before going in depth into this human development, first you should understand what is the difference between growth and development. Many of us will confuse like what is the main difference between growth and development. Growth, it is nothing but it is a quantitative change, and it is nothing but the increment of body tissues, and it is increase in height, weight and the size of internal organs. Whereas development, it is nothing but it is a quantitative change, and it is also defined as a progressive series of orderly, coherent changes leading towards the goal of maturity. So next, these developments will occur in four important domains. There are physical domain, the first one is physical domain, second the cognitive domain, then emotional, and the last one is social domains. These are the four important developmental domains. So first is the physical domain. This physical domain is nothing but it includes body size, body proportions, appearance, brain development, motor development, as well as all the physical health. And the next is cognitive development. We all know what do you mean, what is cognitive development. Cognitive development is nothing but the intellectual development. So this includes the thought process and intellectual abilities, including attention, memory, problem solving, imagination, creativity, academic, and as well as the everyday knowledge and language. Then the third important domain is the social domain, which is also called as the social quotient, which includes self-knowledge, social interactions and expectations, social expectations. The fourth domain is the emotional domain, which includes all the emotions, how to express all the emotions, self-regulation, temper tantrums, understanding others, and then interpersonal skills as well as friendships. So these are the four important domains by which development takes place. So next, a famous psychologist called Harlock, he divides these stages of lifespan into various stages. We have around 8 different stages. The first stage is the prenatal period, and it is from the conception to birth. Then the second stage is infancy. It starts from birth to 14 days. And the next stage is babyhood. It starts from 2 weeks to 2 years. And then the childhood. This childhood, again, it has 2 different substages. The first one is early childhood. It starts from 2 years and it ends in 6th year. And then the late childhood, 6 years to the sexual maturity or puberty. And the next stage is adolescence. It starts from 12 years and ends in 18th year. And then the next one is adulthood. Again, this adulthood, it has 3 main divisions. The first is early adulthood, the second middle adulthood, and the third or the last one is late adulthood. Early adulthood starts from 18 to 40, middle it starts from 40 to 65, and the last, that is late adulthood, it is also called as old age. It starts from 65 years and ends till death. Then the next, first stage is the prenatal development. You can see here, from the term itself you can understand what is meant by prenatal development. Pre means before, natal means birth. So before birth what happens? How the fetus begins to grow inside the womb of the mother. That you will be seeing now. The first stage, first one is how life begins. Yes, we all know that life begins as one microscopic cell that is formed by the union of an egg cell, which is also called as ovum, from a female, and a sperm cell from a male. And this process is called as fertilization, or it is also called as conception. Now, this prenatal period, it consists of three important stages. The first one is the period of ovum, which starts from 2 weeks after fertilization. And the second one is the period of embryo. It is between the 3rd week and 3rd month. The last period or the last stage is called as period of fetus, which starts from the 3rd month and it ends after the childbirth. So the first one is the period of ovum. It is nothing but it includes the first 2 weeks from the time of conception, and the zygote is attached within the uterus. We all know what you mean. What is zygote? Yes, zygote is nothing but a group of cells which is formed after the fusion of a ovum and a sperm. That is called zygote. So next, the most important process is called as implantation. After the zygote is formed, it passes from the fallopian tube and it reaches the uterus. And in this stage, the zygote, it will attach to the uterus wall, uterine wall, and this process is called as implantation. So this is the first process in prenatal development after fertilization. So the first process is fertilization. After fertilization, the zygote is formed, and this zygote, it travels through the fallopian tube and it reaches the uterine wall. The next one is what happens during the first month of pregnancy. Yes, by the end of the first month, the embryo is about 1/10 of an inch long. The heart, which is no longer than a poppy seed, has begun to beat. So in the first month itself, the heart starts to beat. In the second month, during the second month, you can see the embryo is about 1 inch long and has a distinct, slightly wet fingers. The wet fingers is nothing but it will be similar to the wet feet of frogs. Yes. Here the veins are clearly visible. The heart has divided into right and the left chamber. And during the 3rd month, and you can see this picture here, you will have 3 important structures or 3 important tissues, namely the placenta, umbilical cord and the amniotic sac. So these are called the 3 important life supporting tissues which plays a major role in the development of the fetus. Yes. You can see here umbilical cord. It is nothing but a flexible cord-like structure connecting the fetus with the placenta. Placenta, it is a membranous organ into which the mother's blood passes to the fetus bloodstream, and this placenta, through this placenta only the baby or the fetus inside the uterus will receive all the nutrients from the mother. The third important structure or the third important tissue is the amniotic sac, and this is very, very important because this will act as a buffer and it protects the fetus from shocks. You can see here, this is the 3rd month's development. By now the fetus is 2.5 to 3 inches long and is fully formed. All the organs and muscles have formed and are beginning to function. So during the 4th month, the baby's heartbeat can be heard clearly and can feel the baby's kick. During the 5th month, a protective coating called vernix begins to form on baby's skin. By the end of this month, the baby will be nearly 8 inch long and weighs almost a pound. Now you can see a picture which shows the vernix which is formed in the fetus. Next, during the 6th month, eyebrows and eyelids are visible. Baby's lungs are filled with amniotic fluid and he has started breathing motions. If you talk or sing, it will hear. Yes. During the next month, that is the 7th month, by the end of the 7th month, the baby weighs about 3.5 pounds and is about 12 inches long. His body is well formed and fingernails covers his fingertips. And then during the 8th month, the baby is gaining about half a pound per week and layers of fat are filling on. He has probably turned head down in preparation for birth. He weighs between 4 and 6 pounds. In the 9th month, the baby is a hefty 6 to 9 pounds and measures between 19 to 22 inches and he is ready to born. So now the next process is called the childbirth. After prenatal development, the next process, it is a very important process which is called as childbirth. And this childbirth, it occurs in 3 important stages. The first stage is called the stage of dilation. Then the second stage is called as the stage of expulsion and the third one is called as stage of afterbirth. You can see here, first stage starts when the muscle of the uterus contracts and ends when the cervix is fully enlarged. The second stage, which is called as the stage of expulsion, the baby is pushed out the birth canal. Then the third stage, I have said, stage of afterbirth, here the placenta and also the umbilical cord will be expelled out. So this video will clearly tells you about the childbirth, the 3 important stages of childbirth. You can see here now, this is the cervix and the child or the fetus, it is passing down. So in this stage, the cervix, it is expanded. You can see. The outer layer is nothing but the amniotic sac and it also has placenta. So first the head is coming out. You can see the umbilical cord also. So this is the stage of expulsion. This is the second stage. So the baby is expelled out. You can also view this picture which depicts the childbirth. The first stage, as I have already said, stage of dilation. So here the cervix, it is dilated and then the second stage, the fetus or the baby is expelled out and in the third stage the umbilical cord and the detached placenta will come out and that is called as afterbirth. So now the baby is born. So now the next stage in the lifespan is called as infancy. Yes. So here this infancy period is nothing but it extends from the birth of a child to 14 days. Here the language of newborn is the cry. Usually it eats or usually it drinks milk every 2 to 3 hours and it has uncoordinated movements and it is toothless and it has poor vision and it responds to human voice and touch. So these are some of the characteristics of infants. So next stage is called as the babyhood. Here this extends from the second week of the baby to 2 years. This is a period of rapid growth. Here the growth is very fast and the birth weight, it doubles its birth weight by 6 months and triples by the end of first year. Height increases from 18 inches to 34 inches and it is able to control movements of various parts. And when it attains 2 years old, it begins to communicate verbally and can usually speak 3 to 4 word sentences. And it is very famous for negative behaviors or negative emotions. It will always say no to everything, and it will also have temper tantrums. It will play side by side with other children but does not actively play with others. And in this stage, the children are great imitators of adults. Then the next stage is called as the early childhood stage. And this early childhood stage is also called as preschool stage. Here, this stage extends from 3 years and ends in her 6th year. Here, the development of fine motor and large muscular skills. It is a time of increasing social development. Here, they will follow all the rules. Rapid developments of brain and nervous system are seen in this stage. The child during this stage is described as a walking question mark. I think you all know why we are calling the child as walking question mark in this stage. Because they will have questions for each and everything. Hence it is called, this stage is called as, in this stage the child is called as a walking question mark. And they learn to control emotions also. Then the next stage is called as the late childhood. And here, this extends from 6 years to sexual maturity or puberty. It is also called as gang age or problem age because here the children will be in groups, which is also called as gang. Hence this period is also called as gang age. Here they will be developing both large and small muscles will be very well developed and developed complex motor skills. They will jump, they will run, all complex motor skills will be developed in this stage. Acceptance by peers is very, very important because they will be always occupied with their peer group friends. And here the parental approval is very, very important. Then the next stage is the adolescent stage. I think you all are in this adolescent stage. So here it is a very good quote, that is the person is no longer a child but not yet an adult. So adolescence, it is a stage of transition from childhood to adulthood. This is a transition period and we all know this is a period where the adolescent will face lots and lots of stress. Hence this period is also called as storm and stress period. Here this adolescent stage, it starts from the sexual maturity or puberty and it ends in the 18th year. Here the puberty occurs. Secondary sexual characters like breast development, pubic hair and genital development occurs. And in this stage, the adolescents will be extremely concerned with their appearance. And here they will be trying to establish their self-identity. They will have a unique identity for themselves. Yes. Then the next stage is called as adulthood. And from the term adulthood, we can understand that this is a very important stage where we will be entering into a very responsible world. Yes. Again, this adulthood, it has 3 important divisions. The first one is early adulthood, and the second is middle adulthood, then the third one is the late adulthood. The first is the early adulthood. Here, this stage extends from 18 years and ends in 40th year. This is a period of adjustments to new pattern of life and new social expectations. They will play many new roles like spouse, parent, breadwinner. And here in this stage, they will develop new attitudes, new interests and new values. Then the next stage is the middle adulthood. Here, the physical changes begin to occur. That is, the hair begins to thin and grey, wrinkles appear, hearing and vision also decrease, muscle tone also decrease. So in this period, all the physical aspects will go down. And here their main concerns are their children, health, job security, aging parents and fear of aging. And here love and acceptance still take a major role in this middle adulthood period. Then the last one is the late adulthood, and this is also called as the old age. Here, physical deterioration is very high. That is brittle bones. We all know brittle bones will lead to osteoporosis. This is because of osteoporosis. And then poor coordination. Here, the eye-hand coordination will be very poor. And some may have memory problems. Coping with retirement and forms of entertainment, they will be very concerned with health and finances. Significant number will have high depressions. Yes. So till now you have learned about the different stages of lifespan development, and I conclude my lecture session by saying that human development is complex and the information presented here only begins to touch on the topic. Human development is unique to each person. Not everyone goes through the stages in lockstep fashion. As you provide support to someone through the various stages, always consider and respect the uniqueness of the person.